What's going on, guys? Blazing Tech, and in today's video I wanted to talk to you guys about the conundrum that is the Apple iPad case development nowadays. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about this iPad Smart Folio case for my iPad Pro 11-inch, which is right here behind me. Now, as somebody who has been a proud supporter of the iPad since the iPad 2, that was my first iPad, let me tell you how exciting it was to get a smart cover at the time. Now, smart covers back in the day, they don't have any smart covers for this device anymore just because of the way that it attaches. But essentially what a smart cover would do would be to attach here magnetically, and then it would just rest right over and cover it. And then obviously you have the proprietary fold, so you get this angle, and this angle. Great, I love it. It's absolutely a game changer for iPads. I think everybody that has an iPad needs one. But now we've gotten into different territories with iPads, in my opinion. Given that you can spec these out to almost, over 1,000 USD, then I'm sure you can get close to 2,000 USD depending on the model and the size of the iPad that you get. So I just wanted to open this and show you guys what this looks like. iPad Smart Folio case, as you can see here, for the Pro 11-inch. Like I said, now they make this for the 12-inch, etc., etc. Unboxing Apple products used to be really cool. I don't know if you guys used to watch channels like Detroit Borg, but he was just awesome at the time. I remember in junior high watching all of his videos at 12, 13 years old. Now, I don't know if I got older, my priorities changed, or if these unboxings just got more boring. But in terms of an unboxing, that's it. That's it right there. So, back in the day, you used to be able to get a smart cover or a smart case, which we'll talk about in a second, with either this, like polyurethane, and or leather. So, I don't think they do leather anymore. I added these magnets, which I'm going to add this to my car, and I'll tell you about that in another video. But I added these magnets for my own personal reasons. But this is the Smart Folio case for the iPad Pro 11. This is super duper soft, and it looks great, very slim, very sleek. Attaching this to the iPad is absolutely incredible. This is just awesome right here. So what you do is you just line it up. Literally, it attaches itself just like that. Super thin. Super duper thin, adds nothing to the form factor of the iPad. I mean, to me, this is absolutely incredible. Look at how slim this is. Incredible. You've got your 4 stereo speakers right there. Obviously, you have the smart cover capability of using it like this. You can use it like this. You can get really creative with this device. Now, more like this for, writing, note-taking. Now, my problem with this case nowadays is, like I said, okay, so this is the new Apple Pencil. You attach it like this. It charges like that. It syncs like that. So let's just say that you have this in your backpack. This is your iPad. This is the case that Apple would probably recommend everybody to buy for their iPad Pro. I don't care if you're a student, anything, professional, no matter what bag you put in, to me personally, having all of this exposed, it's just absolutely unacceptable. And honestly, I don't really know why anybody, and even if you get the keyboard cases now, it's like this. It's all exposed on all 4 corners, really. It's really 4 corners that are very exposed. I just don't think that for a $1,200 configured iPad, or however much it is, anything over $1,000, even if they were the old $200 iPads, I just don't think that this cuts the mustard. I wish that they would make cases that kind of wrapped around like the smart covers of old. Or no, they were the smart cases of old. Had the same functionality, but it wrapped around the device and protected it 360 degrees. Granted, was it the best protection in the world? No, but for anybody that used this for the day-to-day, you wouldn't get any bumps, bruise, and nicks on your iPad. If I use this for my daily tasks, I can assure you that I would get little scratches and stuff like that. And I'm just the type of person that bothers me. If I ended up getting little rinky-dink little scratches on the side, nicks, blemishes, I just, personally, I don't like that. And I don't know whether or not they couldn't wrap these portions of the iPad up due to the fact that the pencil has to connect like this. That would make a lot of sense for me. Now, the reason why I picked up this case is because I'm going to use this in my car. Now, I'll pin the video for that when I make that. But essentially, in my Nissan Frontier, I liked this design because of the way that the smart cover attaches to the iPad, which this, to me, absolutely brilliant. And I'm really just, let me pan up here. I mean, I'm really just letting it dangle right there. Very, very sturdy. I'm giving it a lot of tugs. Nothing. Which, I love that. And again, like I said, I'm going to attach this to my car with these magnets. And when I don't want to use it in the car, all I have to do is simply remove it like this. Now, another conundrum that I have with the cases, this is not my daily driver case, okay? This was only solely for the car. This is my daily driver case. It's an OtterBox, okay? Designed for the 11-inch iPad Pro. You can see these are like bumps and bruises from my backpack, and I've only been using this for maybe like 4 to 5 months. But this is the only case that I was able to find that had this functionality of the folding, which is essentially like the smart Folio and the smart covers and smart cases of old. And then the really, really nice thing about this is that, to me, I'm getting 360 degree protection on my investment of this iPad. And so long as I clean the case, it's going to be perfect for a very, very long time. The best thing about this case, in my opinion, is that if I'm not using the pencil, you wouldn't know where the pencil connected. But when I want to carry the pencil with me, all I have to do is pop this up. And this goes right there. This, to me, is the best case for my iPad Pro for my needs as a student. I can throw this in my backpack. I'm getting these kind of nicks on the front cover here, which is completely fine to me. I don't mind at all. Those are just things from my backpack, and you can see that. A lot of little nicks right there. And I can assure you that if these sides weren't covered, even though I'm very careful and I only take it to school and use it at school, I'm sure that I would end up getting little nicks and stuff. Because look, I mean, I can see it right here. So to me, as great as this Smart Folio case is in 2024, the fact that the edges of the iPad are not covered, it's just a complete failure, in my opinion. And I just don't know why Apple would do something like this nowadays. And I'm assuming it's because of the pencil. And even so, if I wanted a more protective case, there aren't very many options that you can connect the pencil, because you have to be able to connect it this way. So it's kind of a problem that I think, as great as connecting the iPad is to the pencil like this, you're creating this problem now with how the pencil kind of interface affects case design and therefore protectivity of the device, given that these devices are very expensive. I've been using iPads since iPad 2, and I probably couldn't be a student without my iPad Pro. I love the device, nothing against it. And again, there's definite pluses to this case. Like I said, I'm going to use it in my car because I don't have to go ahead and put these magnets on my iPad. Now, I have had an iPad in the past where I had to put these magnets directly on the iPad, And what ended up happening is that iPad is now considered obsolete, so I can't even use any of the apps that I used to use. But with this interface, this iPad is a 2021 11-inch M1. Now I'm going to have a lot of time of support and longevity, and just like I showed you, when I don't need it in this case, I can just throw it in this case. But I definitely wanted to highlight that con of the Apple Smart Folio case. If you guys agree with me or if you disagree with me, let me know down below. But until then, Blazing Tech, catch you guys on the next one.